My name is Dr. Luke McDonagh. I'm a senior lecturer in the law school at City University of London. I'm an expert in the field of intellectual property law, copyright, patents, trademarks, and so on. It's my honor to be here today at the National University of Bogotá to discuss issues of university innovation and intellectual property. The motivation behind this project is twofold. First, I'm interested in the question of how the intellectual property system can better encourage innovation in the wider economy. And second, how can universities make the best use of their intellectual resources, which necessarily includes questions of intellectual property. Researchers at universities are constantly coming up with new, innovative, original concepts. These can be quite wide-ranging. These can include medicines. These can include new business plans, consultancy. These can include new robotic and other engineering ideas. Some of these projects can lead to commercially viable intellectual property in the field of patents, or perhaps some software that is copyright, or something that could be protected as a trade secret. When this occurs, the university has the option of deciding to commercialize these inventions and commercially viable business plans and software. Where a university decides to commercialize its research projects, it has two options. The first of these is to create a spin-out company. In this situation, the university would essentially create a private company that would operate in the private sector, that would make use of the intellectual property to manufacture goods or provide services. The benefit to the university of doing so is that the revenues that come from this spin-out company can be put back into research and development in the university itself. The second option is to license the intellectual property to another company. The university might decide to do this because there's less organization and less risk for the university if they decide to license their technology to an outside company. They will still receive some royalties, some license fees for doing so that can be reinvested in research. But they don't have the risk of the spin-out company failing or not providing a profit, or in the worst case scenario, going bankrupt. In the context of our particular research project, we're interested in how universities in the UK, the wider European Union, and Latin America are maximizing their intellectual resources via IP. What are universities in the UK doing with their inventions? If they are filing for patents, are they actually making use of these patents within the wider economy? If they are making use of trademarks, copyright, trade secrets, what are they doing to commercialize all of these elements of intellectual property? These questions are important in our current era where there's a lot of pressure on university budgets. Public money is shrinking for universities. As a result, universities are more interested in commercializing some of their research projects. In this context, we're here in Colombia to learn about how universities in Colombia maximize their intellectual property resources. There's been some recent laws and promotions in Colombia to encourage the use of spin-out companies by universities. We've already visited UNAM in Mexico City and the University of Havana in Cuba to investigate how university researchers are making the best use of their resources. We've suggested some modifications to the IP policies and to the IP strategies of these institutions. Our ultimate goal with this project is to achieve a policy impact. We would like to see universities, not just in Latin America, but in Europe and the UK, improving their intellectual property policies, maximizing their intellectual resources, and providing links with the wider economy through the use of spin-outs or the licensing of technologies that can be put towards social problems. Some of the spin-outs that are currently being created in the EU are called social enterprises. These are spin-out companies that are not entirely profit-driven, and they're often attempting to solve social problems. These can include a wide range of things, from a free legal advice clinic to a company that provides robots for social care and education for children with disabilities. Where universities can forge links with the local economy, both in Europe and here in Latin America, that has benefits for society as a whole. The university is able to receive some revenue to reinvest in new projects, and society benefits from the social goals that the enterprises are working towards.